Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic with another episode of the Good Morning Bitcoin Stacks of the Broader Crypto Ecosystem show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our excellent friends over at BitcoinLive Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Tuesday, the 17th of June. Lots of stuff going on. Getting into the week. It's a little rainy today. I'm actually not sure where the puppy went. I hope he's just in the other room being good. You know, that's never the case. Friendly reminder, guys, share out the live stream. It really helps us grow. Say hi in the live chat. Let me know you're paying attention, you're listening, that you like what we are bringing to you. And any opinions you have about what we're saying. We always want, this isn't the soapbox. This is a platform for exchange and engagement. We want to hear from you too. So share out the stream. I'm backwards. Down. Right there. Share out the live stream. And say hi in the chat. Really helps us. We really appreciate it when you do that. And actually, I have to bring up my coin market cap because even though I'm just going to have to look at it. Because I didn't set the numbers. So, friendly reminder, this is a news show. We're providing news and information only. Sometimes some entertainment, hopefully, and some education, definitely, but never financial advice. I am not qualified to provide such. I'm just a guy with personal opinions. You should always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. And never invest money you can afford to lose based on my opinion about anything. It's important that you do your own research. That's the information we're providing here for you, is some information with which to do your own research. Just one source amongst many you should be checking in on. The numbers this morning. Bitcoin holding on at 106,680. That's not a bad place for it to be. It's up from that little bit of a correction low, so it seems like it's stabilizing in price. Who knows what's going to happen with macro conditions and FOMC report tomorrow. There's a lot going on, so we don't know what's going to actually come out of it, but pretty good where it is right now at 106,680. Stacks scrolling down. Stacks coming in at 64.07 cents. It is up to 70 on CoinMarketCap ranking by market cap. Fair and Greed Index up a little bit to 53, still in that neutral range. And the top three gainers on CoinMarketCap over the last 24 hours are Bitcoin Cash. Not sure why you would want that. Pendle and XMR. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own research. But I do have opinions about Bitcoin Cash and not holding any personally. When you stack your STX, you earn Bitcoin. SBTC is programmable Bitcoin for deployment into Bitcoin DeFi on Stacks and multiple other platforms now too. It's going to be available on Solana, Aptos, Sui, and more to come. So Stacks has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. In the Stacks in the Stacks DeFi world, Hermetica is offering 12% yield on USDH with over $5 million total value locked on the platform. They have a fresh new user interface over at hermetica.fi. Go check them out. At BitFlow, you can DCA into Bitcoin, Stacks, runes, and more effortlessly at bitflow.finance. And now Flex pools allow you to provide liquidity in any ratio while benefiting from ultra low slippage. Velar PerpDex is live. You can now engage in PerpDex trading over at Velar. You can also stake your Velar tokens, pair your favorite Stacks tokens with SBTC, earn yield, and trade tokens on Velar. Protocol, a Bitcoin native DeFi protocol, enables cross-chain swaps, bridging, and payments in BTC, and it now connects Bitcoin to 20 plus chains. Zest is offering 3.98% on SBTC, 9.01% on your STSTX, that's liquid STX you can get from Stacking DAO, and the highest yield at Zest today is 36.56% on your USDA, that's the Arcadico dollar stablecoin. Over at Stacking DAO, you can earn 8.99% on STX with STSTX. That's right. You can go over to Stacking DAO, earn STSTX, put your STX into STSTX, which appreciates in value today at a rate of 8.99% versus your STX. And then you can take that STSTX over to Zest protocol and earn more yield on the STSTX at Zest. And on the top three Stacks token gainers on stxtools.io today are Leo, Velar, and Play token. Shout out to IceArc with his Play token. And Leo Monday was yesterday. It's the Find2Earn bump, guys. It's the Find2Earn bump. It's in you can't really deny it after a certain amount of time. It's just so obvious. On the Stacks calendar for today, pulling up the schedule at DeOrganized Media. As always, we have our whatever morning space. X seemed a little bit more ruggy again today. Seems like people are having trouble getting on and getting heard and falling off and stuff. So it crashed out before we went live. But still got a chance to hear Binta's voice, chat about some of the stuff going on in the ecosystem. You know what? I'm going to actually just bring it out. I'm just going to say it. I don't know the details of it, but I've heard some rumblings from the Welsh Corgi community that several years ago there was a large amount of Welsh provided to Arcadico, and it's alleged that there was an understanding that this amount would be burned. However, it's not clear. I don't see all the evidence that indicates that is factual. But there's some concerns that there was this agreement and it hasn't been honored. And I'd love to hear more about it. I don't know the details. I was not around. I certainly don't want to make allegations without evidence, so I don't know the situation. It's just been alleged, and I'm just putting it out there because I don't really know what the story is, and I'd love to hear more about it. We actually talked about it briefly on this morning's whatever morning. As always, we have this show 8:30 to 9:30 every Monday through Friday, bringing you all the news and some conversation from our amazing community. Oftentimes we bring in guests talking about new projects and what's going on. And then at 9:30, we have Find2Earn rounds with Xenitron, the Game Master, sponsored by Welsh. Not Welsh. Rue. Leo. Welsh has been a prior sponsor. Rue Coin, Leo Coin, Bitcoin Pepe, the only Pepe you need to know about, Flat Earth, Fact Fund, and Skullcoin sponsoring some jackpot rounds with Stacks tokens available. Tune in at 9:30 to play. At 10 a.m. today is the Stacking DAO DeFi show. That is every Tuesday at 10 a.m. I see on the schedule Hermetica Hangout for noon today. However, I'm not positive if that is actually happening. There is also the 12 p.m. SIP AMA happening today. So I think that'll probably take precedent over the Hermetica Hangout. They might come out later. They might just skip it this week. They might push it tomorrow. I'm not positive of the details on that one. Art on Stacks is at 3 p.m. today. At 5:30, you have All Things Crypto with Dave, Cool, Nat, and the gang. Crypto Landy is part of that group too, and a bunch of chads. Great time. And then at 7 p.m., we have the DeOrganized Nightly Show with JPMD and Friends. Always a great time. Great way to round out your day. Catch the latest news that happened after we had our morning show. Always informational and a great vibe with JPMD and the Chads. If you do have an X-Space live stream or event series you want to share with the community, head over to DeOrganized.media. We're still testing some stuff out. There might be some bugs. Nothing to be worried about, though. And if you do have any problems, you'll let us know, and we'll get it handled. But we will add your event to the community calendar, free for everyone. Get more visibility and let our audience know what's happening. Whether it's a one-time event or a recurring series, we've got you covered at DeOrganized Media. In the news, the U.S. Senate is expected to pass the Genius Act today, the first major federal bill to establish clear regulatory guardrails for stablecoins. This is big. The legislation would implement consumer protection rules, reserve requirements, and transparency standards for issuers. Notably, it also bars members of Congress, but not the president, from profiting off of stablecoin holdings. The timing has raised eyebrows as Trump has crypto investments and wants the bill passed before the August recess. The president isn't legislating, though. Bitcoin rose 0.2% to around 106,850, while Ethereum dropped 1.4% as renewed Israel-Iran tensions spooked markets. Solana also declined over 2.3%. Crypto appears to be entering a period of geopolitical sensitivity and investors scaling back risk exposure. Though BTC managed to stay in the green, overall sentiment across risk assets remain fragile and closely tied to Bitcoin Middle East developments. The Truth Social post from Donald Trump denying involvement in ceasefire negotiations between Israel and Iran caused immediate crypto market turbulence. Bitcoin dropped 2.5% in minutes, and CoinGlass reported over $347 million in crypto futures were liquidated. This reflects the outsized influence of political rhetoric on highly leveraged digital assets markets, especially during geopolitical volatility. You can't actually say he's doing something if he's not doing it. So if he's been alleged to be doing something and he's not, he has a responsibility to clear the air. So maybe certain media outlets need to be more responsible with not putting out information that's untrue to try to drive activity, action, or narratives. Truth is the truth. JP Morgan has filed a trademark application for JPMD, a digital asset platform intended to provide services including trading, token issuance, and custodial management. This move signals a deepening of the bank's strategy around blockchain infrastructure, potentially including stablecoins or tokenized instruments. The filing builds on JP Morgan's Onyx platform and shows Wall Street's increasing push in crypto. The ETF flows for June 16th. Bitcoin spot ETFs experienced a net inflow of $408.6 million. I double-checked this number twice because that's a lot. BlackRock's IBIT led with an inflow of 266.6, followed by Fidelity's FBTC with 83 million. Ethereum spot ETFs saw a total net inflow of $21.4 million on the same day. BlackRock's ETH recorded the highest single-day inflow of 16.1 million, followed closely by Fidelity's FETH with 5.3 million. Grayscale's ETH reported zero net inflows. Just a real quick shout out to the Stacks ecosystem. So much going on. If you don't know, Stacks is creating an endowment. It's very broadly based. There's a ton of community input and support coming out of it, input into it, and influence on the outcoming final SIP proposal. And there's going to be a lot of support for ecosystem growth coming out of this. We're very, very excited. If you are not aware of what's going on in the Stacks ecosystem, you should absolutely pay attention because there's so many good people building broadly across many different types of projects. We have a very robust and growing DeFi ecosystem with real Bitcoin DeFi, which is the holy grail of DeFi. That's what everybody's looking for. It's already here on Stacks. We have that, and we have this very robust and very well integrated community of builders and users and developers just kind of hammering away on some really cool projects. Shout out Zero Authority, shout out BoostX, shout out Rafa with Fact Fund, shout out Charisma and Blaze, shout out BNS1, shout out, who am I missing now? I'm forgetting everybody. Shout out, I said Fact Fund, I think. Shout out of Xenitron's Find2Earn, which we play with every day, and the Skullcoin project and the Stacks roadmap, Boom Wallet. Shout out to Dan and the team at Boom Wallet. Anyone I missed, Ronald at Bolt Protocol. We got Big Market coming up. There's so many cool things coming in Stacks, and it's going to be great. It's just a great group of people here building it with us. Real quick, just want to give you guys a little bit of information about some of our amazing marketing partners. We are very, very fortunate to have a marketing partnership with Stacking DAO. Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform on the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their XTX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately. So there are zero costs for switching when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. Want to start earning today? Head over to stackingdao.com where liquidity meets opportunity. And we also have an amazing partner in BitFlow. BitFlow is the top DEX on Stacks, letting you trade native BTC, STX, SBTC, USDC, runes, and more all in one place by aggregating prices on Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. Recently, BitFlow rolled out Flex Pools, launching the STX pool. It's a little confusing. That's the STX Stacking DAO liquid staking asset. You can have a two-sided pool with STX, but you can actually just put in any ratio you want. It's offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity. They're also offering now SUSDH, USDH flex pools as well, or soon. Awesome stuff happening at BitFlow. And with that, I'm going to bring in the homies. What's up, GP? How you doing today, man?
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, man. Doing good.
Happy Tuesday. We got Jack Binswitch in the house. Good morning, my brother. How you doing today, man?
Good morning, guys. I love that peanut shirt, man.
Yeah, I found it in the back of my closet. I bought it and it got stuck in there, and I was like, I've never worn this.
First world problems.
Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of my T-shirts come from Walmart, which I know is not.
They have the best.
I used to use that as a resource for when I wanted to. So anytime my band would be having a show, I would just go find a goofy graphic tee to wear. That's why I have that DuckTales shirt. That's why I have this. A bunch of my shirts just were something funny to wear on stage for a local bar gig kind of thing, So that's a lot of my. This was a very cheap T-shirt, is what I'm saying.
Wait, but hold on. You'll remember this. Like back in the day, that Columbia brand of clothes. That was like Kmart type brand stuff. Now that's like the cool stuff to wear, dude. Like, so just hang on to that peanut shirt. That's all I'm saying. Like,
well, the Columbia stuff too, back in the day, was better quality than most of the stuff we're given now.
100%. Yeah, 100%. That's facts.
What else is new with you guys? How are you guys doing?
Oh, doing good. That when you were talking about the Genius Act, and I'm like, that part where they throw in that congressmen can't profit off of stable coins or what have you, and it's just so stupid. Like you hand like reality out in sound bites to idiots. That seems to be the job of politicians and media.
Well, I speculate that wording was actually added in there just to have the political talking point to say it doesn't apply to the president.
Right. I mean, it's just so stupid. Like, you live in a world where, right before Israel started bombing the shit out of Iran, all these congressmen had just, shown to buy all their Raytheon stock and all these other things. I mean, it's just all nonsense. Like, I don't know. I just, the transparency that.
Are you saying Nancy Pelosi isn't really that good at picking stocks? She
right.
Just knows what's up.
The transparency that crypto brings to the world and Bitcoin brings to the world is so necessary. Like it helps at least. I mean, for the thinking people, it helps. I mean, there's a large segment of the population that's just one shot at this point, but it yeah, like we need it. We need it bad. We need it fast. Like look at her. Go look at Jacob's tweets. His most recent tweets. He's literally just showing you exactly how USDH works. All right there in black and white. You can go to Hermetica site and see everything you need to know right there in black and white. Transparency. Like we need more transparency in the world, period. Like I care much less about what crypto a congressman holds. Let me just see his fucking wallet. Let's start there.
I want to say too, like Hermetica actually works. How a dollar treasury that is legitimate and actually properly financed and funded should work.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Actually, how the whole thing should have been designed from the beginning. But it makes it really hard to siphon off money from the system when you can't just rapidly expand debt whenever you like it.
It's like it's one of the best products ever created in this space. And it's going to be that's going to be the position that everyone has later when it's not like perceived as new, when it's better known, when there's more people here, when more people catch up. It's ahead of the curve. But people who are in the know already look at Hermetica and USDH is obviously one of the best things that's ever been created here, and we need more of that and less idiocy in DC. But I digress. How you do?
So we got a request from Assistant Boyfriend, who's one of the regular players from Find2Earn. I think we onboarded him actually. And he's asking, can you guys assist me in creating a new BNS account? Assistant boyfriend.btc was deleted somehow. Couldn't get yesterday's winnings. That shouldn't happen.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, that's not a thing. It doesn't get deleted unless you sent it to a different address, but then it would still be inactive .btc. Like there's no.
Yeah, you should be able to go to the Stacks Explorer and just type in that name, assistantboyfriend.btc, and just find it, or just
even on BNS, type it in right there, GP. That's a good one. GP just got one. That is a good one, man.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
Where you at, Darth, dude? Yeah, man. I'm happy to. We'll be happy to look into it more for you, but it should be that there's no such thing as it got deleted.
Yeah, let me know.
It left your account if you sent it to a different address.
Yeah, let me know if you need.
Oh my God, Darth! Hold on. I guess it is a thing. Darth says that he sold it to him. So Darth bought it from assistant boyfriend and then revoked it to see what the revoke button does. So it actually is a thing.
We'll see. I don't know if he's trolling.
Oh, he doesn't own the name anymore.
I was doing science.
Oh, shit.
Very good.
The point is, it still exists.
Yeah, it still exists. Well, it's been revoked.
He's trolling.
He's saying he didn't sell it.
Well, let me know, assistant boyfriend, if you need. That's not a thing. BTC. I'll send it to you. You can register it on DNS.1.
So the plot thickens. You know what, guys?
Oh, by the way, the Hermetica Hangout is showing up for 11 a.m. my time, which would be noon your time.
Okay.
Is it? I thought it was
No, it's showing at noon. It's showing at noon on the schedule.
We
also have the AMA. There's an AMA today at noon for SIP 31.
Because I looked it up. I looked it up while you were because I had it on there.
It's noon my time. I'm sorry. So that's 1 your time.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 p.m.
I got it fixed on the schedule.
That's right. It changes. Last week we did it at noon because they had me on and they asked me what time to do it. So not a big deal. But so it's at 1 p.m. So it'll be after the AMA, and that's good to know.
Yeah.
No TA with Landy today because he had to fly out. We're trying to coordinate a time to do it tomorrow. We were going to move it to tomorrow at 1. However, I have a dentist appointment at 1:30 for a cleaning, which I was supposed to do in December, and I didn't make it. So I cannot reschedule it again. So probably going to do Learn TA with Landy tomorrow, sometime after 2 p.m. if he's around. I miss those. Landy's a busy dude.
Yeah. Every time, because he's over on West Coast time, so
right.
That dude's doing spaces all night long.
Right. I'll see him post spaces at 3 a.m. my time, which is like midnight his time. Crazy.
The David Gottstein network. He's working with on all things crypto. He's always on space. Meme Talk Radio. David, man.
He has a lot to say. I mean, we make jokes and we're silly about it with as far as once you let Landy start going, no one else gets a chance to talk. But he has a lot of good. We let him talk because there's a lot coming out of there that's worth disseminating and getting out there. So huge shout out to Landy. He's a very, very big value add presence in our ecosystem for sure.
100%. No. And I mean, there's a reason why he's bullish on Stacks. I mean, It's just one of those things. If you know, you know. I mean, like, did y'all notice that like all the controversy surrounding Pump Fund right now? Not that there hasn't been controversy, but the fact that like the X account's suspended. There's SEC investigations.
I caught that on the DeOrganized night show last night. Actually, that's where I heard about that.
Yeah, all sorts of accounts surrounding DeFi and Pump Fund and so got their accounts suspended. There was speculation that they were doing something manipulative to the API on X to avoid paying the premium or something. I was listening in on a couple different conversations, and then of course the maxis are going making fake screenshots from SEC Gov, the SEC Gov account, saying that if you have sold a bonding curve token before it bonded on Pump Fund, you're going to be investigated. If you have an Indian IP, and all sorts of trolls on the timeline. I don't know how true that is, but I wonder what it was that triggered it.
I guess we'll find out. Point is that you can make noise or you can find signal, and Stacks is still a signal. That's the big takeaway point here. There's so much bullshit in the space that just doesn't matter, but scaling Bitcoin matters. At the end of the day, it's becoming obvious to people that Bitcoin is the most important asset in this space by far. It's the most in-demand asset in this space by far. There was a time where people genuinely thought that Ethereum would overtake Bitcoin and would say that without a sense of irony. Very few people still think like that.
Yeah, there's people that think XRP will overtake Bitcoin.
At one point, I wasn't certain that Ethereum could.
Oh, it was plausible, right? I mean, you've got to be fair. But now that you can now the real value is doing more with Bitcoin, making Bitcoin work in better ways.
Ethereum's mistake was going to proof of stake.
I think that was a big one
because it made them their differentiator from all of the other Ethereum killers disappeared.
Right. Yeah.
It was stupid. I should
that
have
was
sold them.
But if you're not the L2 space is interesting. There's a lot of stuff being built on Bitcoin, but Stacks is where it's at, man. And where
it's at.
The coolest thing about the SIP 31 proposal, aside from seeing the community get so involved, is on the other side of that spectrum is seeing guys like Alex put himself out there and really say the same shit that we've been saying in this community for a long time now. And it shows an alignment that's just evidence of, okay, this is where I want to be. That's huge. It's absolutely huge.
Yeah, and I think that builders like Rosar and the talent that we have in this ecosystem there's going to be different incentivization rails for them to continue doing what they're doing, bringing new innovation to the ecosystem. A marketing budget, it's all rocket fuel. Sound technology, think about it, the fundamentals are there. It's all built off of a very limited treasury. Stacks is the only A+ rated, regulated, had a very regulated launch with SEC token offering, and it just is. I think giving the core legacy, the way that they termed it in the SIP proposal draft is the legacy companies, or like the Stacks Foundation, the Bitcoin Frontier Fund, stuff like that. The way that I'm waffling you're so bad. Giving them a treasury to work with is going to be huge.
The cool thing is that Stacks kind of came up differently, and it is related to how they approached trying to go to market, in turn with regulation in mind. And I find it fascinating that has led to Stacks growing differently than most projects grow, where you have, a product focus, an organic community, and not so much hype and not so much marketing. And so you sit here today with the community, you sit here today with the product, and now we're on the verge of actually doing the real marketing push. And that's not how it typically works in this space. Like, point to another network that has done it the same way. Find one and tell me about it, because I'm not aware of it. And I think the results are also going to be different. I think that when you're building because of vision, and you're building because you see the real value and the real prize, and your prize isn't just, I want to have a New York penthouse and a lake house and this, that, and the other. When you're actually just like, okay, no, we're gonna figure out how to make Bitcoin more usable and unlock all this liquidity here. That's real, and it's a very fascinating time in the market. It's a very fascinating time in history, but it's
I'm curious, like what
be anywhere else.
Spinning up a community node. Like that's been one of the conversations I've been seeing floating around, Jack. Like
that's happening, by the way. Like, the proposal's happening, whether it'll get approved and agreed to. But I think that actually what's being worked out, and the idea is the way we've come together with it between Hero, I, and Hattie, generally, with input from other people. I know GP was in on that conversation, and WAGME, and like people, but the structure of how that might balance. So Hero and I have been talking a lot about, there's the establishment of this appointments committee, and the criteria for this appointments committee would actually make also kind of the general criteria for the best people to be on the Treasury committee as well. And or the appointments committee is slated to be dissolved. Their task is only to
appoint the Treasury,
and that's it. But I do think that this entity could actually have value to the ecosystem, or that a body of the same people designed with the same criteria could have value for the ecosystem. And also, in establishing a community node, you need a similar body to actually manage the node and manage the funds. So the proposal is going to be something like, we ask for even probably not a grant, but a just a loan, a delegation of the funds needed to fund the node and generate a certain amount of income, and let us have the yield from the node. And so if we get enough stacks to put into the node, we can get enough yield to run D grants, the cost of the node, and possibly some other community fund projects run by this. It's maybe so the proposal would establish a board or a council, a community council, that would be tasked with managing the operation of the node, and also managing D grants or whatever, and whatever manifestation comes out of that. And then from there, they would also I think that there's a number of other things that such a council could be useful for, such as being a point for the community to come and express concerns or wants or needs or feedback that could also then direct people towards, could help people with their proposals to the system and all of that stuff.
No, and that's kind of, again, like when you look at, I think Alex said that either in a space or a tweet or something, The idea being that, all of these different essentially subgroups arise and get, disseminated across stacks to all these different sub-organizations, I guess would be the right way to put it. Community-led, community-driven. That's massive. And that's something that is extraordinarily difficult to bootstrap just, a year ago. But a year forward from now, you actually have a path to do that. More than, closer to a year, but you understand the point. Like, it's necessary because there's so many good things that can come from the people here. Good ideas that can be iterated on, nurturing of not just community, but entirely new, technologies, native to stacks. It's just, again, like it's fuel. You need fuel to make things operate. And this is why I'm so excited right now, because it's good stuff, dude. I'd love to see the community actually become a miner, like
well, and then the long term. Oh, here he is. Speak of the devil. Good morning, Hero. How are you doing today, man?
Hey, what's up? I was watching your stream and I thought, hey, great conversation. let me speak to Jack, because I'd love for him to know his opinion as well. So I mean, it's just like initial brainstorming, right?
Right. The idea is the idea of a community node is a community validator node, which will be self-funding, provides an opportunity for forever grants project, meaning we always have this funding coming in. We can rely on it regularly and we can budget accordingly. And then we know we have at least this amount of income coming in to support grants. On its own is great. Plus, there's the value of if you have a community node, then you have a community API available that you can make available with all the data from the network. And that's a project that would be hugely valuable to the community as well. Plus it's decentralization, right? You're creating another validator node that further decentralizes the network. And then it also could potentially be an SBTC. What are they calling those? Not guardians.
Signer.
Right. It's just but there was a word for it too, like the custodians, the SBTC custodians. So it could further decentralize that as well.
Yeah, the way I see it is like there are many different puzzle pieces to decentralization. Like when we throw the word decentralization, we can mean you can measure many different metrics, hash rates, pools, where developers are developing at, how permissionless it is to join the network, to join the SBTC. And then you have like the community side, like we have like pretty decentralized community, like a proposal like SIP31 probably wouldn't have gone through without, like, if Manip was trying to push it, then, could he actually unilaterally push it? I would probably say no at this in 2025. So it's a signal for decentralization. So I see this node as another level of decentralization. You're actually getting into the infrastructure, and I think it's a way to, it's another element added to that decentralized bucket.
No, it's a great idea. I mean, it is what it is. It's a great idea. Let this be the moment that, we go from having, the foundation, trust machines, etc., and then look back to the moment where you had, now you've got Stacks Labs, but you also have Stacks Community Labs, for lack of a better word, and you have another iteration of that and another iteration of that. And that speaks to Hero's point, right?
My suggestion to name the council, by the way, is the Heroes Council.
Nice. Yo, yeah, I second that. Like, that's it. Yeah.
So obviously we all know like appointment committee kind of dissolve, right? So I think while all this was going on, I thought, yeah, why should we waste all these talents? I'm thinking like writing up an article just about talents. I really think appointment committee with their great minds deserve kind of the official place in Stacks. And I think they can be like the guardians of this community node, and they are a council, and they would be the multi-sig of the BTC yield potentially. So this council would decide, annual budget, how much, we will get the yield, right? So how do we decide how to spend it? Little bit like what we did for D-Grants. I didn't dictate how much each track got spent. It was a social consensus by talking to the community leaders. And had we had Jack on, he would probably fight for like a budget within that BTC yield. So I think like if we can come together as a community via this appointment committee, have a discussion, I think we can start deciding the percentage of the allocation from that every 2 weekly BTC yield, and then use that as the funding mechanism, almost like a revenue to dish out for grants. So essentially, the advantage of not just locking up STX and just receiving yield is you will never run out of the yield. So it's like if we use it purely for grants, it'll be like there will be grants forever, basically.
All right. No, it's true. No, it's brilliant, and that's just
and you're not like adding selling pressure to the market, right? We are creating SCX, minting more, and most of the proposals so far I've seen are based on selling, converting USD. But actually, with this one, you're locking that SCX up just into stacking and generating revenue of, let's say, 1 BTC, just for the simplicity's sake. And I actually think out of that 1 BTC, 10% should go into saving as Bitcoin strategic reserve. So let's say 0.1 get added into the piggy bank every year. So then you can start saying, okay, how do we decide the rest of 90 go?
Yeah, and then you can take those BTC rewards and also like, when dual stacking comes out, right? Like you can earn other, like put it to work, some SDX too.
No, and that's the cool thing. Like, we couldn't have had this conversation a year ago. That's the reality. Like, that means something. And so, how do you fade this right now? You fade it by being uninformed. You fade it by being butthurt. You fade it by just not paying attention. But if you have vision, now's the time to realize that we can multiply our efficiency and our growth and really just make a huge difference here. And that's just, you're talking about just one side effect of this, just one byproduct of this. That's not even looking at it holistically. And over time, you create more hero gamers, you create more peace love musics, you create, you're the next versions of things like DeOrganized media. All of these things come online as the ecosystem grows, and you find yourself in a position where you're doing things better than your competitors ever did, and you're doing it on Bitcoin. AKA, you don't lose. Okay, that's really the it's a beautiful thing, guys. I'm very, very exciting.
And I fully anticipate, and I even say, in my personal opinion, it is required the appointment committee. Sorry,
Heroes Council.
the community council.
Heroes,
Sorry,
yeah.
am I breaking
Heroes
up?
Council.
Heroes Council. I like that.
Go on. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Am I?
No, you're
No,
good.
we can hear
I'm
you.
back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think maybe it's my internet. So I fully anticipate if we had 7 people or 11 people council or 9, doesn't matter, that they must be compensated in some sense, because we should not create an environment where, from the grassroots community up to the top of the community ladder, that person cannot aspire to be earning more than where he started. It makes zero sense to me. You can make more money as a moderator, and when you get to the top of the pinnacle, it's a volunteer thing. It's not an aspiration part. It's not sustainable. And I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I believe in, at every stage, you need to aspire a little bit more and a little bit more. And that gives you the motivation a little bit to get to the top.
Right. Well, there's
having-
work involved in this. What's being
Yes.
proposed, like this council there will be a lot of work that needs to be done. So there's got to be an incentive beyond just wanting to do good for the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the number go up is the ultimate goal of everyone trying to do good for the ecosystem, on top of all the other cool functionality and the ethos and everything. None of that works unless there's a financial incentive to reward the efforts. If there isn't, it's not sustainable. So like this council would have a lot of work to do, right? It's not just if you can do it, you can participate, great. And if you can't, it's not a big deal. This would be a commitment. And that's why we're kind of not proposing it to be an extension directly of the appointments committee, whoever will be on there. And maybe many of those people, there will be overlap, but we can't ask the appointments committee people to this kind of a commitment without actually having an idea of what it is that they would actually be receiving and what the full scope of their responsibilities would be. But I think it's a great idea. I think it's the extension of what's needed to really continue D grants and the ideas behind the further extension of that with Stacks Link and the Security Council we were talking about and all of that stuff. I think it would be that's the first step, is establishing the council and the mission and the community validator node and that process and that plan. And then from there would still be a ton of work to do.
Yeah, I would think of it as like a community collective of some kind. And if you have that as a kind of the vision, it's like owned by the community and run by the community. And it's collectively run by the community, not by me, not by Peace alone, and I'm not, just to clarify with Jack and people who might not know this, I'm not actually putting forward like to run this. I'm actually just like trying to brainstorm and architect it initially, and then say, hey, this is the rough sketch. Hey, how about now is the time when everybody, Jack, all the big brains come together and sort of paint the actual colors on it, if you like. So this doesn't belong to me, doesn't belong to Hattie or Peace or anybody. I want this collective to be shaped by the community directly and decide how that first year would look like. And maybe we can map out like a rough 5-year vision, based on we have like a 5-year thing with the SIP 31. I think we can probably map out the roadmap, even if you like, and it's really done by the community, and the community council will have a big part in voicing how this could be shaped.
Yeah, no, it's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea, and everybody who knows you, Hero, knows exactly where you're coming from with this. You know, I mean, look, the community part of this, of any network, is massively important. You know, it's you can't do this without a community, and we know this viscerally here, and now we have a chance to empower the community in a way it's never been empowered before. And you get so much talent coming through here, to be able to like foster that talent is huge. It's just such a growth flywheel for the entire ecosystem. And like you say, it gives people a path, which it's hard to navigate this stuff without a path, right? You know, as someone who's tried to do that himself, it's not easy, especially if you want to try to do cool shit. It's not easy at all. And just by providing that is so massive. It's yeah, could not be more bullish. That's awesome. Buddy likes it too. You can hear him.
He's he's really having a great time with his whatever. It's probably so one thing that there's this movement of apparently puppies really love chewing up Gumby dolls. So we have a couple of them, Gumby stuffies. They're about like this big, and sometimes when he gets really like, we actually have already gone through one. All the stuffing's been pulled out of it, and it squeaks in like a bunch of different spots. And eventually he breaks the squeakies, but he really, really loves giving it to Gumby. He's and lamb chop too. There's apparently there's like a million different lamb chop toys that are dog. The dogs love lamb chop. I don't understand it, but it's things that are in my anecdotal evidence, there must be something to it, because they like chewing on lamb chop and they like chewing on Gumby, or at least my
will not last 2 seconds.
He's giving it to, so when you hear that gee, that's him giving it to Gumby. He's really like, take that.
Do kids nowadays know who Gumby is?
Not really, no. They not really, no. My 13-year-old only kind of, like, she doesn't really get it. Gumby and Pokey and Goo and all of that stuff that we used to watch when we were like, why is this on? What is any of this? If you ever watched Gumby, you know that it's like kind of insane. It must have been people on drugs that created it. In hindsight, I know this. Yeah, speaking of the Wonder Pup, here he is. What's up, buddy?
Good morning.
What's going on? Hey, how you doing?
Oh, he's giant.
He's fucking huge, bro. He's huge.
Oh my gosh, dude. He's giant.
Of course.
Hi. I'm doing a show right now. Oh, you don't understand that command yet?
Impressive. So
Yeah.
He's like, did you guys say? I heard you say Gumby like 5 times, so I'm over here biting you now.
we have
Gumby.
First thing he says all day.
So who is on the nomination ballot?
I filled out one.
For
Filled out my
which?
information.
For the appointments?
It's for the appointments committee.
So does so who decides who's on the nomination ballot for the Treasury Committee?
The appointments committee.
Okay. So it's up to the people who want to be on the appointments committee to fill out the paperwork, or the digital paperwork.
Yes. So actually, I just realized the
Got
game master is here. It is actually I got a puppy that's biting my stuff. Stop it. Say that again, Mike.
I like it.
Ask that question again.
No, so the people who want to put their hat in the ring to be on the appointments committee have digital paperwork to do.
Yes, and they have to do it by like ASAP. Mitchell posted so there's it's a survey to fill in your information about yourself and what you bring to the table, where you match the criteria that's been set forth in the last few sessions for what qualifies somebody to serve on that committee. And then that committee will be encoded into the final SIP language, the people on the appointments committee. And then once the SIP is passed, they have 60 days to establish the actual TC. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So people are about 100 to 150 days from getting funded, let's say.
I think that sounds, I would say 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
You know, I think they're trying to have the vote for the SIP start sometime next week, but whether or not that actually will be achieved, I don't know. With that, I do want to bring on, it is time, guys. The Game Master is here in his true form.
Good morning.
How are you today, sir?
GM, everyone. Rise and grind, mortals.
Rise and grind. We have 5 regular rounds plus a jackpot round that
Right.
Buddy is super excited about. He loves these jackpot rounds. Hold on, let me fix this here. There we go. And why didn't that music come on? I gotta talk to Restream. This stuff is not working. There we go. We have 5 regular rounds, including a whitelist round with whitelist players, and then those are sponsored by RuCoin, LeoCoin, FactFun, Flat Earth, and Bitcoin Pepe. And then we have a final jackpot round sponsored by Skullcoin worth 20 STX. And Michael will be sharing his screen for at least the whitelist rounds. The first thing you have to do is like and share the live stream. And make sure that you're over on the Skullcoin BTC page, waiting for the launch of the game rounds.
Yeah, okay, let's play whitelist round. Michael, could you count down, please? You are the
Yes.
best countdowner ever.
Allons-y tout le monde. We are about to begin our first round for Find2Earn, starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, -1, 1.
Let's go, let the hunt begin. The game is launched.
All right. So we refresh, and we refresh again. So good luck.
It was weird how you did that little bell curve at the end.
Yeah. They like when there's a bend in it. Okay.
I am attracted to the bends, actually. Curvy parts are.
You
That's
have to
what
find
gets me.
exactly this boat, very easy.
Oh man, we're looking for the man in the boat. Been searching all my life. All right. So, we imagine a little man in the boat is going to be in water somewhere. Now, oh, so if we're looking for the man in the water, notice if I zoom in here a bit, look at that.
Yeah.
It's very similar, huh? Oh shit, you can go along the water. It's beautiful. So, what are we looking for? We're looking for a guy on a boat. Do we see any boats?
Over there.
Yeah, right?
Closer.
see a few. You think? Could it
Maybe?
be?
No,
Ah,
the wrong type of boat.
come on. It's a tinier boat.
Yes.
You are
Smaller.
going just backwards,
I
but
know.
you have just to go forward.
So let me look at this rock formation. Interesting. Is it around this corner?
Don't listen, Michael. He's going another direction. He's outplays you.
Whoa. Look at these guys.
Whoa.
He's just a traveler in our games.
Does he have a weapon? Oh no, is that a selfie stick?
I don't know what that is.
Or just a stick.
Selfie
Yeah,
stick. There's a phone on the end of it.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Sketchy biz.
Yeah. What's going on over here?
Looks like a nice area.
Yeah. Let's look at the
Thrown
people.
on a boat.
Is that an Italian flag or a Mexican flag?
Is there a difference?
Italiano. No, that is a Mexican flag.
Mexicano. Right? It sounds similar. Okay, let's actually try to do this. So, we know where it isn't, you know, via negativa, they say. Let's see if we can look at these. We have these.
It's a yellow and a blue boat
Yeah.
behind it. Three boats behind.
Like maybe we can look for small boats. The thing is, you never know if the overhead map is what's on the too far away. Well, let's see.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to. I'm sorry. go ahead.
Rock.
I just want to go and give a quick shout out to 3D Sam and his Top Cats Ordinals Mint today happening. Check them out.
That's going down.
That's going down today. 20 minutes, I guess he just said.
All right, Sam. I see you, Sam. Got some ordinals going down.
Sam is an OG Node Rock crew member.
Oh, that's where you met Sam. Okay, so I was. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. I knew that he took part in those different.
Okay, there's the guy, Michael. You found it. No, on the left.
With the ninjas.
That him?
Oh,
No.
that's it.
Is it?
Bang, bang, bang.
No,
Doesn't look like
come
him.
closer
Guy.
to the
That
this
guy?
guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
those guys.
one.
Oh
Turn
no!
around. Turn around. Yeah.
What the hell? That's him right there.
Turn
Where'd he go?
there, right there.
Hold on.
Dude,
Hold on.
Did you do it? He did it. Let's go.
He's in a different standing position.
Yeah, you know the sea changing the waves.
Let's see.
Okay, seems like we have a winner.
Ooh, that's better. Right? Now he's in the same position.
Okay,
Right.
we have a MX winner. MX was the first, and congrats everyone who finally found.
Sometimes I try to get it to match exactly. No.
Almost.
Like this. Uh,
Ah,
uh, uh,
look at the hair.
Hold on. This is
Right.
move. Oh no. Move it down. Oh no. Almost. Too far.
Okay, let's play next games.
Okay.
You did really good that round, dude. You almost won.
We did it.
Oh,
You
dude.
did it, Michael. Okay, let's continue.
All right. Let's do this.
Chest later, Michael.
Let's try again encore une fois, starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Allons-y. Let's try this again. That was kind of a bumbling round. We didn't do
Okay,
as well
you
as-
wanted 2 rounds simultaneously, or what?
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's play the Roo round and the Pepe round. Let's go. Everyone get
Ooh.
ready.
Roo and Pepe.
Get back from the sea, from the water.
Under the sea.
Okay, I'm starting. Okay, I'll count down again.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The games are launching.
Let's go.
So,
First is a Roo game, and the second is a Pepe game. Pepe game is launching also.
so in the previous round, just like in real life, I had trouble finding the man in the boat. Let's hope it's easier to find the kangaroo in the
Did you really? Did you really have trouble?
first few times.
Oh no,
Because you was squirming.
It's not like on TV.
If you just hold still for a minute, it won't be a problem.
yeah.
All right. Where are we in the world? Guatemala. All right. So,
You guys that are playing, say hi in the live chat. We love hearing from you.
Ooh.
Make sure you share out the live stream. It's very important. The more players we get viewing and participating, the more games we can play, the more sponsorships we can get, the better prizes we can offer to you.
Right, the main rule to share the stream, share the game, like and report the game, and we will growing, and the make prizes bigger. So it's a non-zero sum game. We help each other.
when
Plus,
does
it's more fun to have people play with us. Go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
when does a viewer become a voyeur?
Okay, we have a winner for the Pepe game. It was not so hard.
When they find the man in the boat.
The winner for the Pepe game, the first person was only 1 MS.
Good game. So I was about 24 seconds late.
Oh.
Come on.
GP, it's been a while since you won one, man. We need to get you back in the win column.
Know it, dude. I need to get myself on the leaderboard. You guys are smoking. Shout out, boys.
Ooh, this has a lot of people. This car's seen better days, huh?
They got a
Yeah, JPC was the second, and Utopia's only 1 MS was the first. Okay, we have still no winner for the Roo game. Focus on the
Yeah,
Roo game.
man.
No way. I just found the Rue one too, and then I get smoked again, back to back. You guys are on fire today. Look
I
at
don't know
that.
about this guy.
I'm about 40 seconds late on that.
Damn, guy.
Yeah, the winner for the Roo game
rough.
is it's Megaphone, and the second was GP.
Second place all day today.
My friend, you will win big one time.
I will. I will.
Okay, seems like it was easy and we have skilled players today, but the games was not so hard as you see, just we give opportunity everyone to win.
That's right.
Was that the? I'm sorry, I had to drop away for a minute because I heard a noise that I shouldn't have been hearing, and Puppy was up on the counter eating our butter. So I just had to remove the big bricks of butter. He's like his bites out of it. So if he urgently needs to go out soon, we'll know why. But dear Lord,
Oh man, he's just mowing down on the butter.
it's like
Damn, buddy.
he's like, oh my god, I can't believe they left this here for me.
They left me a treat. A brick of butter.
I almost brought it in here to show you guys. It's like the square brick of butter. It just has this giant, like, I don't know what he did. Definitely wasn't from a knife.
Leave it to the Wonder Pup. Did you find there,
No.
Michael? Gaia. Like something no good.
Yeah, right?
Where's that car?
Like, it says pool, but I don't see any water around here. Huh? Suspicious?
Yeah.
Nothing pool about this place. It's bone dry. Unsolved mysteries.
Which one are we on? The Pepe one still?
No, we found all the locations. We're
Ah.
ready to the next games.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Everyone, chat, get back from the games. We are launching 2 more.
All right, chat. Let us know you're ready. When you get back, we'll launch the next games. Real quick, while we're waiting, I'm just going to give a word from our amazing sponsors at Stacking DAO and BitFlow. And we are back.
We are back.
Yep,
So we have one more. How many rounds more we got here?
We have 2 more rounds and the jackpot round.
All right. So we're going to do another double round.
Yeah, let's go, double round.
All right. Let's do it. We got Michael. You going to share again, or you want me to do it?
Yeah, you were GP.
All right. GP, you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll go at it.
All right. See GP rocking the game this week.
Try it out.
I haven't watched. This is actually how he's gonna win his next round. He's gonna show you all now how to do it. What is he wanting? Let me.
That's something else.
Wonder Pup. Never fail.
Okay, seems like everyone ready.
Let's do it.
All right, I'll count down. Rough, 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 rough.
Okay, the games are launching.
Let's go.
Great countdown.
Is that a Welsh port countdown?
Mm-hmm.
Counting in Welsh?
I found more butter.
All right. I'm looking for some Leo for a Leo license plate here. I have liked and shared the game round. Looking for a Leo off of this blue car here. For the big build. Come over here and change my screen over. That. Alright, let's get this little polygon try.
Okay, seems like we have already winner for the flat game. It was a fast and luck. I believe the Isaac won the flat game. We playing Leo game, everyone.
Let's go.
Chose the right game.
Oh, we have a lot of people who found the Leo. Well played, everyone. Isaac was the first.
Guys, make sure you like and repost the game rounds.
So guys, the games is very easy as you see, like everyone can participate and win. You have just to go to satellite view to understand the pattern. The orange don't play in today. You have more opportunities to understand. You have to find the parking with grass. It's not so hard. And sometimes on the stream, on the organized show, we can give you the clue, and the clue leads you to the exact location. Okay, we have like 6-7 people who found the flat Earth. As I mentioned before, let's go. We're now playing Leo game. Okay, let me give you the clue. The people who watch the stream, the Leo game, you have to go on the north. On the north, so it's you have to go up. But the game is not so hard, so you have not to cross the river. Okay, we have a winner.
Let's go. Come on.
It's a little dude across the street, and get ready for the jackpot game. Last game for today.
Congrats, little
Let's
dude.
go, little dude. The jackpot round is worth 20 STX. Guys, get back and let us know once you've made it back so that we can start the last round.
Okay, we will wait a couple minutes until everyone get back, and we will play jackpot round. Jackpot round is at 20 stacks and price rising. We will give you 3 minutes. And if there will be no winner, we will bring this prize tomorrow.
Do you think we hit a new all-time high this week with the new stablecoin legislation maybe passing?
The Genius bill, the stablecoin
Yeah.
bill. Yeah, I think that's passing. I feel very confident. If it doesn't pass, look out.
Yeah, looking for some retracements if it doesn't pass. But if it does pass, maybe we're targeting some new all-time high. I know that a lot of shorts get liquidated at 115K.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see that on the TL.
So you think if it rips, it'll rip towards 115 to shake out the shorts? Hey, what's up, Sam? Sam in the chat. Sam is another one that would be an excellent addition to the appointments committee, the Heroes Council we were talking about. Behind the mask is the game master, Sam. That is Xenitron himself, the game master who runs these Find2Earn games that allow us to engage and onboard new users. We utilize BoostX. We utilize BNS names. We have a bunch of sponsorships from a bunch of the meme coin communities. So it's a very, very community-oriented project. And that's the game master behind the mask. Or actually in his true form, as I like to say. All right, are we ready to launch the final round?
Yeah, we're ready to launch. Let's play. 20 stacks. Who will find location will give you 3 minutes, or the price will go tomorrow. You want to
3
count
minutes.
down? Let's go.
Yeah, I'll do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go.
Let's go. The game is on.
That's oh.
All right. I'm actually going to try to win this one today. Orange is in here. It's an opportunity.
Trying to see something. All right, so we are looking for this as the jackpot round in the middle.
GM, Sam. Yeah, we are playing the games here.
Of some sort in the middle of a field. Over here, place my screen.
Okay, countdown starts now. 3 minutes. Let's go.
All right.
We're looking for.
I found a donkey or a horse. Of course.
This is a tricky one.
Yeah. Not so easy.
Not
But
super easy.
you will not spend a lot of time, so if we have no winner, no stress, no frustration, the price will go tomorrow.
That's right. And so for these jackpot rounds, you guys have really until the game master drops the actual coordinates. Once he drops the coordinates for where the treasure is located, that's the end of the round, and the prize goes to tomorrow. So it'll be a double round tomorrow if we do not get a winner before he drops the location.
So the jackpot rounds, they also skill based, but in the same time it's a more luck percentage because like it's a time limit. Obviously, if we give you like 20 minutes, you will find it, but we don't want to stress. We just want to fast games, fun games. We want to like these intense games.
Right. No, it's
Okay.
definitely, it's more fun this way.
Yeah, 30 seconds more and we stop this one. Game master will drop location. Because this game is really hard, but we just show before on-chain game how it can be, how the information important, how can you exclude some of places.
And it's definitely it's an interesting one. You know what I noticed? Oh, I did. I was like, I thought I forgot to like and share, but I didn't. I liked and shared it. Let's see.
Okay, last seconds. I will check last two location from only one MS and Okay, we have no winner, so I am dropping the right location right now, and the price goes for tomorrow.
All right. The Game Master wins again today. We do have some guesses, right? But none of them are the right one.
Yeah, this one was hard.
This one was hard.
And looking from satellite view, you can see it's very hard to play from satellite view. You just see these small like catacombs, whatever. Okay, well played everyone. The prize goes for tomorrow.
All right. That was another excellent round of Find2Earn. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. I love the community-oriented conversations we're having around SIP and the development of a community node that will fund permanent funding for community projects. The establishment of Heroes Council sounds like a very interesting development, and all the other great stuff that's coming out of SIP 31 and out of the Stacks ecosystem. Get over into the Stacking DAO DeFi show happening now. Tune into the AMA at noon. We have a lot going on in our ecosystem, and we are blessed to have you all here with us. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you, Game Master, for providing these game rounds for us to play with.
See you.
Michael and GP for always coming and helping out when the dog's eating the butter on me and I need someone to fill it. Really appreciate you guys so much. Mike, you got anything else going on today? Any last words? Not like last forever, just for the show.
Together alone, that's right, together alone. Have you ever wanted to hang out with other people but just hated being around other people? Well, that's why we created Together Alone. So the next time someone asks you to hang out, say, sure, let's get together. But you know what, this time let's get together separately. Together alone.
Did you lock in that BNS?
I should.
Right now.
Yeah. Without
who's watching, it's already gone.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget to jump into the Stacking DAO Discord. We have a weekly screen share going down where you stand the chance to win some STST experts participating. We're going to be diving into the SIP and different things going on within the ecosystem. So get in there, have some fun with us, connect, get some alpha.
Right on, right on. Thank you, GP. Thank you, Michael. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live on BitcoinLive, Decentralized, broadcasting every Monday through Friday. Thank you all for tuning in today. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day. Peace out.